Wam Kahala, Yahweh Bashimi Oshai, Bahashim Kwadash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word and truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, to the Akwat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel. All right, so we're just going to touch really quickly on the Christians being thrown to the lions and the persecution of the Christians in the last days. Everybody knows that the Christians will be persecuted in the last days. Well, we're in the last days, and I think it's important to show the mystery of the Christians, okay? Because I ran across this thing here, right? Exclusive, Eric Steckelneck, The Watchman with Eric Steckelbeck, right? 2 days ago. It says, Christian persecution. What is Christian persecution? Here you got the devil claiming to be a Christian, but we're going to bring that all out real quick here. I'm going to try to keep it right at about 10 minutes. Anyway, unknown heroes of faith revealed. Why are they unknown? Because they're hidden. The hidden ones, right? We're the hidden ones. Unknown heroes of faith revealed, right? And you got the devil up here controlling the narrative. All right, so anyway, let's go here to Daniel 9. We'll start here, Daniel 9 and 12. And he hath confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judge us by bringing upon us, Israel, right, a great evil, for under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem. Okay? So what this is saying is the Israelites, right, done caught more hell than anybody else under the sun. Question is who are these people? Right? Well, let's get down to it. Okay? I could start right here and end the whole conversation with what? Where's my favorite book? What's it called? The postcards. Let's see. All right. When you read this scripture in Daniel and you begin to understand, here it is, who caught more hell than anybody else, right? It's real easy to go back. See, because things have been recorded. And with all that recording going on, you ain't going to see no small hat in this position. Matter of fact, you see him in this position. Okay? Who's in this position? That's Jake. All right? Now it jumps off the page. Okay? Read it again. For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem. Go back. Where's that at? Where's that gruesomeness without sanctuary? Okay? Under the whole heaven. This ain't happened to nobody but God's chosen. Okay? Burned at the stake. Strung up to a tree. What does it say about Yahushua? Right? There's the tree. There's the hang. Let's get that real quick. What is it? Acts 30, 5 and 30. See, we could do this all day. Okay? Let's draw a picture. The book of Acts 5, verse 30. The God of our fathers raised up Yahushua, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. That's a peculiar set of words. That phrase right there. It says, nailed to a cross. Does it say nailed to a cross right there? That's a little, what's that Hansel and Gretel thing where you, a breadcrumb trail. This is a little breadcrumb trail right there that goes against Caesar Borgia, right? You wasn't hanging nobody that looked like Caesar. You was hanging somebody who looked like Yahushua. Let's go back. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Yoke of iron, slave auction without sanctuary. And hanged him to a tree. Don't look like Caesar right here. It looks like Yahushua right there. Got it? Okay, let's go further. All right. Matter of fact, let's listen to a little bit of this. Because they're saying here, they're speaking of Christians, right? Christian persecution. What does it mean, Christian persecution? Right?
Seeing this on the ground firsthand in many countries around the world. But Jerry, look, we take it today, the 21st century, in the new book of Christian Martyrs, but you give a comprehensive view of literally the past nearly 2,000 years of Christian history, starting with Stephen, starting with the very first followers of Jesus.
The sad part is many of the groups of Christians who have died over the centuries are simply recorded as thousands or many. We don't even know their names, and that's still happening. The places Johnny's been recently, and he interviewed a lot of survivors, which kind of drew me to this book. You know, there's so many people whose names are here. Johnny Cage was someone that we couldn't tell their story. Johnny, I don't know how many volumes we could have written.
No, and while we were writing it, and Jerry and I would often talk about how it was an emotional experience. I mean, there were times like you just couldn't type another word. You just had to stop and sit. It was like you were sitting next to one of these martyrs, whether it's in our.
You hear what this fool is talking about? But you can't look around today and see people going through that same thing, right? Unless you know where to look.
Modern era or in some past time period. I mean, it was a life-changing experience for us telling these stories.
Yeah, and Johnny, as a reader, I have to say, it's like
telling these stories. Wouldn't it be better coming from the horse's mouth? Let's check something like this out. That's YouTube, Slovakia. Let's check. No, not that. Let's check this out. Okay, let's check this out. Wow, look at that. Let's check out throwing Christians. What? Throwing Christians what? To the lions. Ever heard of throwing Christians to the lions? Let's investigate it. Did it really happen? They didn't really. Now they're gonna. Were Christians fed to the lions? Is it true? There is no evidence of Christians. See, now they got to flip it because myth busting. Myth busting, what's at the top of the list when we type this in? Of course, they threw Christians to the lions. Now, who threw Christians to the lions? Okay. That would be the Romans. Okay. Now, you should see Jake right here. What's this? Look like they took somebody out of there. All right. Even this. Where's Jake at? Okay. Of course, they're going to try to conceal Jake. You see Jake in there, though. Okay. Tripoli, Libya, right? You should see some Jakes in there. That's in Africa. Let me go back. Let's see. Damnatio ad bestias, condemnation to beasts, was a form of Roman capital punishment where the condemned person was killed by wild animals, usually lions and other big cats. And what does it say? Okay, it says between the 1st and 3rd centuries, right? AD, this penalty was also applied to the worst of criminals, runaway slaves. Look, does that look familiar? And who? Christians. What are Christians? Early Christians, otherwise called early church or Paleo-Christianity, describes the historical era of the Christian religion up to the First Council of Nicaea in 325. Christianity spread from the Levant across the Roman Empire and beyond. Originally, this progression was closely connected, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, that's who the Christians are, huh? Well, let's refer to the Bible and find out even more who the Christians are. See, because when you throw the Christians to the lions, right, which is what this is saying, runaway slave, who must these Christians be? Runaway slave. Let's see. Christian, last days Christian persecution. Okay, we got that. Let me see. I might look for another one here. Let me see. Derision. Okay. Last days Christian persecution. Let's see where this takes us. We're just on a little witch hunt. End time signs, persecution of Christians and Jews. Huh. Then you will be handed over to be persecuted and put to death. Here, hey, they're breaking out the scriptures here. Let's go into this. The Messianic Bible, end times. When Yeshua, right, was asked by his disciples about the end times, the sign of his coming, he prophesied that there would not only be wars, famine, and earthquakes, return approached. Persecution of who? Persecution, we got throwing the Christians to the lions, right? We got Eric Steckelneck over here, right? Spinning yarns and telling lies like they do, right? How about this? Lying and murder. Not lion, but Lying. Lying and murder. Maybe we'll get that at the end. Let's go here first. Let's go to Acts 13. Yeah? Let's get this old word out. Well, let's go to Acts 12 first. So we can get the word first in there. 26. Acts 11. Is it 11? It's got to be. Acts 11 and 26. Let's read that. Let's start at 25. Then, listen to the words, departed Barnabas to Tarsus for to seek Saul. So we got Barnabas, we got Saul, we got Tarsus. And when he had found him, he had brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. Here's the point. And the disciples were called Christians. They were called what? Christians first in Antioch. There's that word. Christians. Christians what? First. First time this word Christians came up was in Antioch, referring to who? referring to the disciples, right? And the disciples were called Christians. This is where it came from. Okay. Now, what does this word mean? They were being called followers of, and that was a slight, if you will. That was a scoff, if you will. All right. So there's that. Now let's go to 13. Okay. To get some perspective on Christian persecution, right? Acts 13:1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that was called Niger. Niger. It means black. Does it? Not, is this spelled, how do you say that? Niger? Niger. Neither. Okay? That's not how you say it. And we're going to let the blue letter tell you how to say it. And Lucius of Cyrene and Manion, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch, and Saul. Saul, according to 9, then Saul, who is also called Paul, that's the apostle. Okay? So Simeon was surnamed Niger, right? And when you get this word, and you tie it together with this word, then you get understanding. The Christians, you're going to throw the Christians to the lions, right? The Christians are going to be persecuted. Called Niger. Called Christians. Now let's tie it together. Impactes. Impactes. Let's go here. Go to Acts 5. So look at Acts 13. Bear with me. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that was called whatever that word is. Let's find out. That was called that. Slovakia. Let me go back. Did it wrong. That was called. Bear with me. And so, oh, here we go, right here. Let's go here. Slovakia. Now, here's the word. How you say that? I done heard niggas twist and contort. Knee jerk. Knee jerk. I don't think so. Is it Niger? Is it Niger? Well, let's let them tell you. Take it away.
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
Okay, so you can say Niger if you want to. You can say Niger, it just means black, right? You can say that, right? But for understanding, you go precept upon precept. They were called what first in Antioch? They were called Christians first. Were they called black first in Antioch? They weren't called black first in Antioch. They were called Christians first in Antioch. Does this make sense? Strong definition. Which one is it? Is it black or is it Christian? Okay. This black doesn't belong there at all. Okay. Because when you go here, what is that? Wikipedia. When you go here, right? Nigger, Strong's. Let's go to the Strong's Concordance in the Bible Hub. See? Same thing, same word. 3526. Here's how you say it. But here's what it means. Definition. Ain't no black in this one. Dark color. Yeah, we understand that. But right here, definition. What's consistent? This is consistent across the board. The word nigger in the Bible, a Christian. Let's prove it again. Acts 11 and 26. This is the proof, line upon line, precept upon precept. Here's the proof. And when he had found him, he had brought him unto Antioch. Sound familiar? And it came to pass a whole year, they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch. Now you go to 13. Now they were at the church that was in Antioch, certain prophets, Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger. Called what? Called nigger, which means a Christian. Nigger means a Christian. Guess what? The Hamites are black. The Hamites ain't Christians. Okay? Sinking in. This word in the Bible, it means this. Okay? This word in the Bible, it means this. What is it? What does this say? Definition. Nigger. The definition ain't nigger. The definition is a Christian. See, just like black right here. See, this ain't the definition. Okay? What is the word? Nigger. This is not the definition, nigger. That's not the definition of the word nigger. This is. See that? This isn't. Because that makes zero sense, does it? So that ain't it. It's this. Okay? And if we go here, common sense is going to tell you, right? The blue letter gets it wrong sometimes. Okay? Now, in keeping with consistency, right? There's that. That's consistent. See that? It's not this. This does not mean this, does it? That doesn't make any sense. So Esau will throw you a curveball to get you off track. But what is consistent? This. Right? Right? This is what they don't want you to. What does Esau not want you to know? That. So don't fall for the okie doke. And I'm not trying to change doctrine or anything. I'm just pointing out precept upon precept. You can get mad all you want, but this is what it is. Now that we got that straight, here's that word that's in the Bible. Here's how you say it, right? Not me. I didn't make it up.
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
Okay, and what does it mean? So it's not, and here's the point again, it's not Niger. And I say this with all the love in my heart. I'm not trying to be an asshole. It's not Niger. It's not Niger. Okay? It's not. It's this. Okay?
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
It just is what it is. Okay? And we went precept upon precept. Okay? We did that. We're proving all things, right? We're doing it. And we're getting understanding. Are we not? 1 Thessalonians 5 and 21. Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good. All right? What is it? 9? Been a while. It's 28, 9, 28. What is it? Um, 28. Yeah, it's been so long. It's Isaiah 28 and 9. Yeah, start at 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? There's that word knowledge. And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing must be. Right? For knowledge and understanding must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Okay? Now, when we go back to Steckleneck, we understand who the Christians are. Okay? So the persecution that's coming, it's called Jacob's trouble. Not just anybody that calls themselves a Christian. Just being bandied about. Okay? Christian persecution at historic levels. Uh-oh. Where's that yoke of iron? Where's the old yoke of iron at? Egg yolks. No egg yolk jokes. Executioner, captive, slave shall be coming. Yoke. No yokes. This is no yoke right here. Give me Kunta. Come on, Kunta. Don't want to give me Kunta, huh? I get it. Kunta gone now. We won't be using Kunta anymore. There's Kunta. Come on, Kunta. Kunta, there he is. Kunta. All right. Grits, dummy. Grits, Christian. All right. So, when you throw the Christians to the to the lions, that makes sense, right? White people throwing white people to the lion, that doesn't make sense. White people throwing niggers to the lion, that makes sense. Okay. All right. So anyway, take it away, Eric. Now that we can read between the lines, go ahead.
Changing as well. It's deeply, deeply impactful, sobering at times, but gentlemen, at the end of the day, inspiring and encouraging, the example of these courageous martyrs through the centuries. And by the way, this is kind of a companion of sorts to the book Fox's Book of Martyrs, originally published in 1563, if I'm not mistaken. It's become a Christian classic. But that book, gentlemen,
A Christian. Now, whenever you hear that word, right, they're mysteries. This is the Christian mystery right here, right? My sheep hear my voice, right? Why speakest thou unto them in parables, right? We'll end on that. Unto, what is it, 5 or 6? Unto them in parables. 13. Well, it's everywhere, depending on what prophet you go through. Matthew 13 and 3. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, that's not what I want. Why speakest thou? They asked him, they said, what's going on, man? And he brought up something. Okay. He brought something up. Let's go. 13:10. Matthew 13:10, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries. It's a mystery what that word is. What does this word mean? Oh, it means ignorant. Oh, it means dark. It means, I don't know. It means, what does this word mean? Well, first of all, Niger. No, it's not. First of all, it's Nigeria. So in the land of Africa, you got this word. How do you say it? Don't let nobody lie to you or trick you. It's a mystery. They're saying this word in Cambodia in rap music. You can't understand any of the Cambodian, but when they get to this word, they don't say Niger. They don't say Niger. They say nigger. My nigga, my nigga, my nigga. Everybody gets it right when they're rapping, right? All around the world. It's a mystery what it is. And then you gotta go deep. You gotta search deep beyond the bullshit. There it is. Hiding. Not this. Okay? Go back, line upon line, show me black. Okay? Again, Hamites are black. Hell, Japheth is black. Right? But only an Israelite. This was talking about the Israelites, not anybody who believed in a religion. That was talking about them Israelites. What they call them? Do they call anybody that believes in Christ today, do they call them a nigger? No. That's not a mystery. What the word actually means, it's a mystery. The mysteries. Okay? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. All right? So the Christians being persecuted in the last days, we know who they are. Let's get that. 16. Then shall they be known. You mean it was the niggers? Then shall they be known who are my chosen. Oh, that is. Is that in 15? Slovakia. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, the elect. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, the elect. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Okay? Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble. Whose trouble? Christians' trouble. Niggers' trouble. Jacob's trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Okay? The great Christians being persecuted in the last days has a name. It's called Jacob's trouble. Who is Jacob? Bunch of niggers, followers of Christ. I'm not making that up. I'm proving it. Okay, line upon line. I will deliver you from the same. I will deliver you from the same is talking about the elect of the nation of Israel, who is once called Jacob, the Jacobites, right? Or Jacob's name before his name was changed to Israel. His name was Jacob. He was the son of God. All right. But these days of trouble is talking about Christian persecution in the last days. All right. Just wanted to go into that because this guy will have you believe anybody can be a Christian when the book is only talking about the nation of Israel. Okay. Not just anybody that sticks their hand in the air and says, I'm a Jew, I'm a Christian. Okay? What was that? We were looking for something. That ain't it. Let me see. We were looking for something that said Christians and Jews. Anyway, good enough. We hope that the elect were edified. You brothers and few sisters out there. Definition. That's pretty simple. It's not Niger. It's not Niger. Right? It's not Niger. It's not Jesus. It's not Yahshua. It's not Yehoshua. All right? Anyway, we'll end it right here. There are many, many more precepts we could get into, but anyway. Shalom.